Hello and welcome back to the Gaming Hall. Today I am joined by the wonderful Dan King from the Decklist and Chill guys, and also Cincinnati Joe's current right-hand man. Unfortunately, I'm just getting the hang of recording with Skype, and the intro is completely and utterly ballsed up due to the fact that I don't know how to do this recording malarkey. So I'm going to currently cut in the conversation that I had with Dan. However, there might be a little bit of background noise that covers some of this conversation. This is a bit of a learning experience for me, so it will be better in the next one. But until then, enjoy the show. It's just done setup, and we're on to selecting the first plots. So Josh has got, so that's a Jorah, Sarian, Shay, and a King's Roads. And I have no idea what you've got because I don't play Night's Watch
I've,
very often.
I've got a steward at wall, and I've got the old forest hunter at King's Road there, and I've just flipped here to serve into his Varys's riddle.
So that's
So
Search for a Maester, yeah?
yeah, so he can search his deck for a maester, which I'm sure will find incredibly handy. Um,
And I
I'm sure
wonder
he's
what
run.
Maester you're going to search for.
No, I'm sure everyone's waiting on the answer for that one with bated breath. But you may be surprised, or you may not be.
Oh, didn't see that one coming.
Real curveball that move there. Not a lot of Night's Watch players doing that one at the
No.
minute.
So a bit of
So try.
a bit of a useless Varys riddle to come off there for Josh.
Yeah. I'm not sure about Barris's riddle. I think it's very good if you're using it defensively, but I think if you're trying to sort of catch someone out with it, it's less good.
Yeah, it's very
Uh,
nice when it hits that summer harvest.
yeah, that's really good. That's very good when it does that, and it's nice when if you've got one character out and they've got two and they march you and everyone gets marched, that can be quite handy as well if you hit them on a first turn march. But I don't know, it's a risky one to open with sometimes, I think. But yeah, I can't remember what's going on here. Maybe he's
So you've just finished searching for your Maester,
right.
and you've pulled him out. So
Who's told to go first? I'm guessing he's made me go first if he's got any sense.
yeah. So why have you gone to Night's Watch? Because I remember the good days when you'd rock up to an event with Martel. You know, you were one of the cool kids.
I tell you. I tried, mate. Every time I pick a faction, it gets cool, and then I get bored and move to the next one. What can I say? No, I went off Martel because I didn't like Tyene. I didn't like the design of that card, and I sort of feel that they lost their a little bit there. I like Martel because they were quite a finessey sort of house. It was about sort of these complex plays. A lot of the time, sort of fell flat on their face, but that was kind of like the fun of it. And then Tyene came, and this whole like super poison build sort of emerged, and I don't know, it just wasn't really my thing. It sort of it felt a bit like it felt like another sort of way of playing Lannister rather than playing Martell. So I left them to go over to Night's Watch, which is just sort of the same reason I started playing Martell originally, sort of finessey and controlly and sort of like each part is sort of part of a larger bit. But yeah, I don't know. It's I'm really enjoying it at the minute. I really like that sort of whole control aspect of them. So I'll probably be sticking with it for a little while at least.
That's good. I think I've been very lucky so far and managed to dodge having to play this deck, but I fear I'm going to have to play it at some point.
I don't. It's one of those decks that if it's going well for you, it can be a bit horrible for your opponent, and I can definitely empathise. I think when people have learned, when it's been around a bit longer, and people have sort of learned what makes it fall down, it won't be quite as bad. But at the minute, it's quite a tough one to play against. So it looks like I've discarded my Northern Rookery there for a bit of extra dosh from the old Forest Hunter.
Oh, and there's the wall. Oh, that wonderful card you like to see when you're playing up against Night's
Yeah,
Watch.
I agree. Yeah. See, this is a really good turn one for me. You can see I've got a duped Halder down. I've got two old forest hunters out, and my Aemon came in prepared to serve. I sort of thought he probably wasn't going to play first snow this turn just because of his board on the left. He has a lot of two and one cost characters, so I didn't think he would play it first turn. So I thought I was relatively safe to aim on there. Um, I can't remember if he did end up playing first snow or not, but we shall see in the minutes to come.
Yeah. So I think he's just having to think about what he wants to play. So we've had a dupe down on Shea. So that's actually proven to be quite a useful card when I've seen it being played against me.
I think she's really cool, man. I've got her in this. I've got a deck you might quite like actually, Liam. It's called King of the Mill. It's a Greyjoy Lion deck
Oh,
with a
nice.
very different way of playing. But yeah, see what you think about it. Actually, I'll send it over to you.
Oh,
But yeah, I think
nice.
she's cool, man. I play her in that, and you can stand her up a lot, and she's anyone that can block two challenges for a gold is pretty good.
He's still having a
Right.
bit of a think. Looks like he's got a nice stacked handful of characters as well.
Yeah, no, it's this.
Ooh.
I think yeah, that's it. He puts Syrio down, and he comes out quite aggressive now. I had two really good games on this table actually. Both were fairly different results, but they were both really good games. Well, for me anyway, I enjoyed both of them.
So yeah, he's going to be able to get the wall down this turn, but I think that's one of the horrible bits. If you see the wall come out against you turn one, then you're not exactly playing your game, but you're playing the I need to try and play against the wall.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment at that point. It's that extra bit of pressure, isn't it? It's like, right, I've got to. It's like adding a timer to the game in a sense,
Yeah.
really, isn't it? Either you deal with it or you don't.
So that was you passing on challenges, and then Sirio giving that mill and stealth to Shay.
Yeah, so she's now a Tricon with stealth and that nifty gold ability. What the hell did you do this turn? So he's gone through and he's got an unopposed power challenge, I think, and he's now the
In
one up.
intrigue,
Was it intrigue?
seeing you got your hand out.
Oh yeah, right. No, no, it
Oh, and
was
he gets a Craven as well.
good hit from him.
That is a, I've got to admit, that is a fantastic card.
It's great, man. It's the one card that really made Night's Watch competitive. Um, I think the wall strategy is very difficult to do without that card because it just buys, at the very least, it's buying you time. I mean, it's even if it goes on something where you think, oh, maybe I want to put that Craven on a nastier character when they pop up. It's generally best, I think, to play it as soon as you can to take a little bit of the pressure off you.
Yeah, I've been very intrigued to try and play Night's Watch with Greyjoy just for the fun and games of giving someone fishing nets and Craven.
It's a lot of fun, man. I played Night's Watch Kraken in the store tourney before this one. The one where Rebecca and Richard came down from Northampton. And she cleaned up with that Boy King Blackfish.
Oh, that was a lovely build.
That was a good build as well. It's a solid build. She's a really good player, Rebecca. Really good. Richard said to me the other day, she's better than me now. Like,
Well, he didn't do very well at the UKTC. Bless
did
him.
he not?
No,
Yeah.
kept teasing him throughout the day.
God, so I think we end that round of challenges. He didn't manage to kill anyone thanks to Eamon, but he did kneel the wall out with the pesky Shay and Syrio combo, which is a really cool little combo actually. Getting her as a repeatably standable Tricon is
He's one of those very versatile neutral cards I seem to find myself putting in pretty much most of my decks.
I agree, man. It's very there's very few. I mean, I don't put him in Night's Watch, but in other decks, other houses, there's very few where you're not unhappy to see him. You know what I mean? And he's a really good force multiplier card in terms of making other characters more scary and dangerous. Like Core Catelyn, for example. Yeah,
Oh god, he's brutal with Core Catlin.
yeah.
Brutal. So you've got what, Accounting Coppers on your side, and Josh has gone for a Noble Cause, and he's
No,
got first player.
he is. Yes, I've made him go first. It's a completely predictable turn of events. But yeah, no. So at this point, You can see I've got quite a lot of cards on the table from that first round. I'm just looking to fill my hand back up, keep those options in hand, and making sure I've got some answers to whatever horrible combination of death he's going to put down on the table. So yeah, with the Targaryen build, you've got you always sort of kind of expect to see some combination of Cal and Jamie and Tyrion and Danny and Miri, all the horrible characters
Yeah,
together.
I played this deck later on in the day, and it just absolutely destroyed me.
Oh yeah, God. Yeah, it's one of those with Targaryen when I'm playing them, I feel like I'm walking on a knife edge. Do you know what I mean? Like one wrong move and your entire board presence just crumbles, and that's that. It's sort of impossible to come back from after that. Until Valor lands, am I right?
So we've got a Jamie down, and then we're going to see. Oh, Tyrion,
Tyrion.
the gold machine.
So that's he's looking pound for pound now. Like he's got a very strong position on the board. There's some really nasty characters there, and he's probably going to, keep giving Shay that military icon. He's going to really apply that military pressure with that front line there. And now he's got Tyrion for extra gold, so he can stand her up and get, well, theoretically, 3 challenges out of her if he wants
Yeah,
to.
I was going to say you've got Syria with the stealth, Tyrion with the stealth, and the ability to give it to Shay makes keeping that
Yeah,
wall up all the more difficult. But yeah, Milk on Tyrion.
very so. Well, that was, I think that's one of the joyous things about counting coffers. You're just like, oh, thank God, sweet, cheap relief. Yeah, I was just like freaking out because I was like, I need stuff.
Tyrion giving any Lannister card what they don't need, more gold.
Yeah. Um, and this is sort of I guess, the challenging part of playing Night's Watch because people sort of think, oh, it's you're playing a game, you're playing a different game. You're not really interacting with the other person's board. And yeah, to an extent, they've got some valid criticisms there, but I think playing it now is very much about absolute perfect sequencing in like the order in which you make your decisions. And if you fuck that up, then you lose the game. Yeah, so it's not a huge amount of margin for error here, but luckily I've seen a ranging party there, and that's come out. God, I love those ranging parties. Cannot say enough things about them. They're just so efficient, so efficient. Um,
Yes,
but
it's a lovely card. I mean, Biocon strength 5 as well, and your ability to
yeah,
make him a bit stronger.
yeah. He's at. They're all at strength +1 at the minute because of the wall, but I still don't have Benjen. So his stealth is still going to be a huge problem for me, I think.
But on the plus side, though, you are. I mean, if you do get to see him, you've got a good set of economy there right from the get go.
That's true. Yeah, that's the great thing as well about running the Tamas Albert 2 Cannon Coffers signature plot build. You just fill up into all the stuff that helps you build your board presence really quickly, and limit theirs. And that's yeah, it's weird. I don't think I'd ever go back to running building orders now. It's just that card draw is what really makes them good. It's that sort of yeah, on demand fast draw.
Well, I think that's one of the things with thrones in general, though, that card draw is key.
Mm,
No matter what you're running, if you run out of cards and you're relying on that top deck and you've just got 2 cards each turn,
yeah,
the ability to get that and fueling it as well with is it the ranging party? No, Old Forest Hunters, where you can just dump
yeah,
cards
yeah.
for gold.
Oh, they're just great, man. You know, I didn't really start messing. I was messing around with winter before I was messing around with Fealty, and I was using them in winter, and I just never sort of twigged that. Yeah, obviously that it seems so obvious when you say it now, but the more cards you have in your hands, the more their ability is valuable. You know?
Oh god,
So
yeah, you
oh,
get to get two of them out. You know, you've got a sneaky out of the blue put to the sword in the.
okay. So it looks to me like he's just walked
Oh,
straight
ho, ho, ho.
God
into a
damn
little
it!
trap
God
that I
damn it!
set him there.
Oh,
I probably feel really
And
not
filthy
gonna
about
that
lie,
that
that's gonna
card.
hurt.
that's brutal. So that was a
So
fealty
yeah,
nil
challenge
and
ends.
two rangers for
Fizzles
watchers
out.
on the wall, and all of a sudden Jamie and Jamie and Syria
Well, you
are
don't talk about
dead.
that stealth anymore, do you?
No, I didn't want to give it away for the viewers at home. The viewers at home, Liam. I didn't want to give that one away, but I think I was sat on that card from it was either turn one or turn two in hand.
It's an
Yeah,
absolutely horrible, horrible card.
yeah, it's great. It's really I love it against Targ as well. It's like you know Targ's a really tough matchup for my build, and especially if they're running dragons. Dragons kill it so hard. Um, but yeah, when they have Cal out and they're just doing military challenges willy nilly, you know, with wanton disregard, then you can catch them out sometimes.
So he's gone in
Uh,
for what's he gone in for now?
I think he's just trying to. That looks like an intrigue challenge from Tyrion, possibly power. No, it wouldn't be a power. I don't think it's any power on the faction.
I'll have to just oppose that two with the security.
Intrigue. There you go.
So you win.
If I lose that, he takes another
It's winning
valuable
first.
card.
Sorry, I'm fast playing you again, Kill. I don't think so. Okay. Take your pick, man.
And he
What have
chooses.
you got?
Hand
Don't like
judgment.
losing those, even though at the time it
I don't.
feels
I
like
hate.
an
I've
absolute
only
luxury
run.
pull,
I
but
generally only run about two of them. I
Really,
hate losing.
you don't want four of them.
I if I had enough space, I run 15 hand judgments to cancel anything at any time, even in real life, Liam.
Never
Just
forget.
keep coming.
We never forget that hand judgment guy.
No, never. Yeah, you gotta start off somewhere,
March
right?
on war.
Uh, yeah, I've come away since then. Luckily, I'm a learner, the slow one, but yeah. Um, so at this point, I think he's reeling a little bit from that blow because he did tell me after this game that one of his sort of fundamental strategies is the sort of Shay standing tricon thing. I was like, ah, okay.
Three.
So I
You got three power.
don't
So
think he's
I will
too
just
happy to have lost
hammer
Syria
And that's, I mean, that in itself is a huge swing, not only for gold spent, but they're two massive characters that are pretty central to this to the strategy of Josh's deck.
there. Yeah, you're not wrong there, buddy.
so
You're not
three
wrong.
actions.
But they're gone
It's
now,
not
and
our
we're moving
first
into a beautiful new era.
flame of
Need to stop
war.
looking back, look to the future.
And
And the
thank you
future is
for
power.
right our past challenges
So
there.
it was Matt, Dean, and Josh with the trio from Cornwall. What wasn't it? I think I've remembered all their names now.
Yes.
Two,
Excellent.
and then we'll have a look at what
There
we
we go.
got.
The wall fires off.
Six,
Ah, God, sweet power.
ten.
And so I built my deck a little differently from
All right then, bro.
Joe's
Sweet.
and
Let's send
Tamas's
these
plot
beers.
decks. It's not a huge difference. I think Joe runs trading with the Pentoshi,
That was a rough term for you,
and
mate. Mate, it's everything to play for,
Tamas runs
everything to play
calling
in.
the banners, which
Stay
are both
put,
great
fight,
plots in their own right. But I found sort of calling the banners had a bit of anti
In the
synergy
words of Stannis, the
with
dwarves
wildfire
break
in the
the
deck,
strike.
and
Except I'm
I
not.
try to avoid cards that give advantages to other people, so I'm not
Three.
crazy on trading.
Because you
So I think
don't.
I'm running. Sorry, go on.
So you don't
And
run
what am I
any of
doing? I
the
specifically have this faction
trophy
card
cards
for
such
my
as White
power,
Troopers, do
so I
you?
don't have to constantly
No,
fight
not
for them.
fealty. Not
There we
fealty.
go.
That's there might be a build out there where you could get a one-off in somewhere, but I don't know. It's already
Interesting.
really cramped for locations, and now the Haunted Forest is coming out with these other amazing cards. Like
I'm a Greyjoy player at heart. I know the The plight of trying to fit every location in.
You know it's coming.
Yeah, it's going to be like that for us soon,
Really?
Dan. It's like
Ooh.
going to be 18 locations and
Outing
no events or something. I
offers.
don't know.
That is what I want to see at this point.
Yeah, no, Greyjoy getting some cool cards, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean I'm trying to think what came out in the last pack.
Okay.
We had
They have
the
that the pillage crown and the fisherman dude that looks at the bottom of the deck and takes a card from it.
Something
I just want
against
something like that. Oh,
real tough.
so he has killed off Viserys
Hate
there
killing
to get rid of the
Viserys,
milk on
but it's not going
Tyrion,
to be Hound of the
which is
Raging
probably
Fire either.
wise.
So I guess realistically,
ooh.
The wildfire assault.
dead.
It was bound. It was bound to come.
Yeah,
So he was things up a little bit. So he's still got
yeah,
Crescent, Ranging Party, and is that Halder? Is that
yeah. So Aemon, Halder, and the Ranging
Drawn up.
Party. And I've lost. I'm down two of my old Forest Hunters to the Steward now, but I have just blown my second cannon coppers into the wildfire. So who knows? Who knows? Got a little bit of power from that last round. It was nice, nice little cheeky couple of unopposed challenges, a wall trigger, maybe dominance, maybe who knows? It's looking good. It's looking a lot better than it was.
So Josh himself has seen a bit of economy now, dropping down a Rose Road and that Dupont Tyrion. So he's now going to be a bit of a pain in the arse, really, isn't he? Now that he's no longer
Yeah,
milked, he's no
no,
longer
that's
drunk.
he's no longer hooned off his tits on Poppy G. Um, yeah, and that's still a worry for me at this point. He's still got stealth from Tyrion. I'm still sans Benjen. And there's Jogo as well. So instantly I'm thinking, shit,
Which is not what we
is
want.
he running another Blood Rider to give him
Thus
stealth?
rapidly reducing the chances.
Which he probably is.
I do love the Blood
He's the guy
Riders,
that gets stealth above
especially
the
Yeah,
especially
they,
with the latest pack as well. You know, I was running a Targ Summer deck. And we had a bit of a tweak when that latest pack came out because it seemed to have refined the deck even more.
yeah, definitely, man. It looks your build looks good, and I thought you were going to play it at this little kit.
Oh, in fairness, I was going to, but given the spread of factions that were there, and there was already a Targ and there was no Greyjoy, I was like, I'll just break up the Greyjoy. Deeply regretting it. I think I saw one Rose Road in the first game, and that was the only economy location I saw all game.
I've had days like that, mate. They're not nice, are they?
Looking at it,
No.
I think I saw one Iron Mines all day. Bear in mind, the deck's heavily locationed. I saw next to no locations.
Oh, mate, that's so tragic. Not the one.
Yeah, and the winter deck's quite low gold as well because it's quite a heavy hitting one. But if you see no economy, then you're ruined. But I think we're going to stick to Targ Summer for a while. It's good fun. The few test games I've had with it have been pretty
Yeah,
good.
sure. It suits a similar-ish style to Greyjoy as well. It's quite aggressive and military focused. So yeah, put the slot right in there. I think at this point, has he made me go first? He's almost definitely. No, maybe he hasn't made me go first
No,
here.
no, he's gone first. So he's dropped Widow's Well on Jogo now.
Hmm. Yeah, so I think after the turn where Syrio and Jamie bid it, he starts to his play got a little bit wary at that point. I think he was a bit sort of spooked about like what other kind of things did myself.
Thanks, Cannon Coppers. You're the best.
So there's a third
Economy for days.
absolutely dead. 4 goals on counting coppers. So I'm pretty happy about that. God, this Benjen here. Can't remember what I drew up into. It was all so long ago, Liam. No, this is live. Don't let that last comment throw you. This is all.
I've not taken ages to get the second video out, honest. Samwell.
Well, I really like Sam. Great little character. Um, yeah, I think I run him 2. Probably go down to a 1 with Valor, but yeah, get a little practice blade on him and the wall out, and he's a 3 for 3 Bicom, which is pretty good.
So you mentioned Valor. So I know
Yeah.
this is we were doing a run through on this on cheeky Castle Black there, but it's turned more into a bit of a just a general chit chat. What are your thoughts on Valor and changing your decks going forward? you think it's going to have much of
Uh,
an impact on you and your deck building, particularly from this Night's Watch build?
yeah, well, I
He's
think
a
that
wicked
actually
warrior. He's
Night's
got
Watch are a
real
really
practice
strong
base too,
position
so he's
to deal with
straight
Valor.
through.
I think I will be putting it in my deck. I've been talking with Joe about how to adapt the plot deck already to Valor. I can't really talk a huge amount about it, but I know Night's Watch have got some awesome surprises coming in some of the packs. But yeah, the Valor deck I think will be very very strong. Well, I think you should put it in, but I think it more lends itself to early play Night's Watch. So it, it's kind of like using it as a control card. That's how I would play it. So you would you'd almost like try to sort of get it out of the way and play it and try and kill a couple of good characters rather than letting them build up loads and loads and loads and then flipping late game if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Um, and then ideally you can build back up after it. I would like to think faster than they can because your characters are sort of pound for pound less. But you know you're running so many sort of cheap 1-2 cost characters, lots of sort of one-off uniques. Um, and the cost curve of the deck is really low. So I mean, generally speaking, I can play it and I can build back up from it, and it's going to cost me less to do that than it will cost you. And if I hit a good character like a Tywin or a Danny or did he just pick another alien planet?
Yeah, he did. So you thought I saw the conundrum you had there with do you want to put Eamon in? It was a case of do you want to save a character or kneel the wall out?
I think I can't remember what I decided to do.
So you kept the wall.
Right.
Looking at that, you got caught in conversation there. So you kept the wall up, knelt out Eamon to not have it opposed. I think this is where he's just checking to make sure there how many rangers are out on the side. That's the thing, you get hit once by it in a game, you're constantly on the back foot of do you overcommit or...
Yeah. You can see my faction cards down, and there's no old Boris under some money, so at this point he's safe. So that is, I've gone fully in there to block some hideous amount. I think there's a 9 block there, so I block his Jogo, and then I stand back up the ranging party just to make sure there's no other shenanigans coming from Shay. You never know. I always freak out that I miss something with this deck. Like, oh my god, there's some horrible standard bit or something like that. You know. Yeah, I think I got rid of a dupe on Halder and chose to block the intrigue challenge with Amon. Or maybe not. Maybe I didn't need to. Maybe I didn't need to block the. Maybe I didn't need to worry about not using Amon because I could block the military challenge outright. I think that's what I've actually done. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he now is that's only for that challenge. He gets extra.
Gesturing emphatically there. Can you hear what I'm saying on the actual video? I've got it on mute.
You've just got strengths and changes and you both look very confused.
Do you understand what just happened? Yeah. Sorry,
Do you understand what just happened? Yeah, you went horribly wrong.
Time in the sun has definitely passed.
Right. Yeah. See, it's one of those things. I wrote a little section of Cincinnati Joe's article where there's some of the words in there are mine, and I say just a bit on how the deck wins, which is by literally building the wall. You have to build a wall on your side of the board, and if you manage to do that before they're able to like stop it happening early on, then basically the longer the game goes on, generally speaking the more it sort of works in favor towards the Night's Watch player, I think. What's he going for now?
No point. All right, yeah. There's no point me doing
Oh shit! I think he's passed over to me at this point.
Yeah, so you got over 20 minutes left. Power with Shay,
right, well, there we go.
block from Halder. Shay then stands up, and then you pass on changes.
And then dominance 61. No, sorry,
Creeps
63. But still.
Maybe I just went for dominance there then.
All right then. 20 minutes.
Yeah, he must have made. No, he didn't.
You're gonna bust my balls.
Okay, I guess I weird I didn't do a power challenge. I must have been playing for dominance there or something. Um,
I think
so
there'll
at
be
this
no
point, I'm
points
set.
because there's no power on his Falcon to take.
Okay, cool. Close though.
No, actually, no, that's why I didn't do a power challenge. I was like, why did I do a power challenge? Yeah, good one, Liam. Glad someone else knows how this game works. I swear I am actually a fairly competent player when I'm in the moment, but you'd never think that when watching me do it. Yeah, I mean, at this point, I'm set on 7 power. I've got a pretty chunky
Okay,
lead.
3, 2,
I am running both Winter Festival, which I've just played now, and Feast for Crows in my plot. So
I do love Winter Festival. It's a lovely
it's
card.
yeah, it's really good, man. Out of those two plots, it's definitely the better of them. And yeah, I think at this point, I'm probably thinking that I want to close up the game. So I do that by making sure it's a flip to summer plot, so I'm a bit like, okay, so this goes on a bit longer than it would because I don't get the 2 power from my Winter Festival.
8 gold.
And he
But
flips into calm and he's what power? Yeah, it's declared power.
which is interesting as
I'm
he
not
has
sure
no.
why. Yeah, not sure why he would want.
Sorry, standing up.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
difficult. It's an interesting decision there because he doesn't have any power to take, but maybe he's thinking in case he's able to get some this turn, he's kind of stealing it back off him
Andy
or
McAllister.
whatnot. Actually, do you know what? I'll save that for the viewers at home. I won't ruin it. But it's quite a funny moment at one point in this game. Um, so yeah, I've got the 3 roads out. I've got a nice chunky 8 gold there, and there he finally is
5.
at last.
Benjing
Benjamin comes
himself.
so good, such a fucking good card. Love that guy. Corset as well. The one really good Night's Watch character apart from Aemon. Corset. Actually, remember how terrible they were when the game first started? It was like, we built this faction that wins in a certain way that's impossible for it to win in.
Oh,
There is.
Dude's Mountain.
There he is.
There you go. So that's a bit of renown there.
So you
He's
know how I
probably,
said that I played against Josh later on and he ruined me.
Right then, my challenges, is it?
yeah.
I had Balon, Captain's Daughter, and he had the Mountain out.
I'm gonna pass.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Nothing I can do against
the
that.
Mountain,
So, right, over to
that
you.
wonderful RNG just ripped through my deck.
Oh, God, man. When he has a good day, it's just the most fucking. Oh, it's just infuriating.
Took Balon out, and then the following turn he's got the Mountain, he's got Jamie, and he's got Drogo out, and I'm like, cool.
So there you go.
And
He
then he
is
drops,
running Drogo.
is it Storm of Swords, where you can do an additional military challenge?
For 4.
Oh
So
shit!
it
So I'm
hits me for
three.
three military challenges.
Okay.
Oh, brutal,
And I
brutal.
was
When that
like,
card works.
cool, good game.
He's at 4 power. So that means I have
Oh,
actual power
sweet. He
now.
intrigues
Neil Practice
straight into
Manager.
Dolores Ed, and then I'm using Hauser here to boost Dolores
That
Ed
is
up to
such a good
5.
card.
Take him back, right.
Oh, he's great. Absolutely
Ninja
fantastic.
block.
Best character so far in this cycle, Mr. Ed, I
Good
think.
copter, Dolores Head.
Um,
It's like, that's
so that
nice.
resulted in absolutely
Alright,
nothing. Had I had Thorin down at this point, I would have got a cheeky little power from that play, but no dice. And yeah, he's still still unable to claim any sort of power there. So I'm feeling all right at this point in the game. I think feeling
Board state's
fairly.
definitely in your favour.
It is. I'm probably looking at that fountain and thinking, "Fuck! I hope he doesn't hit that stupid RNG fucking variance and pull a 3 coster and take out one of my linchpins." Um, especially not in conjunction with a certain horrible event card that blanks
So,
text
you
box.
can sell
Oh
the
yeah, nightmares. Such a good card. Find myself
Yeah.
running at least 2 or 3 copies in every
block.
deck now.
This is not fun for you
good.
Sorry about
It
To
is
the, to the
very,
point
very
of I was
good.
actually considering buying a second copy of that chapter pack just to get it.
So he's at a
And I was really fortunate and managed to get some of the alt art ones from the UKTC.
The ones that Trish designed, yeah, they're awesome, man. I really like those.
Really,
So it
really
looks,
nice, especially the house cards and the Put to the Sword as well.
I'm gonna have no
yeah, they're really good.
So I
I really.
look at the Put to the Sword and I keep thinking Full Metal Alchemist.
and I will.
Yeah, I get that. It looks like he's swung in for some enormous military challenge here with the mountain and
What about Benjamin?
Joggo. I think I just block it with Benjen here. Maybe I killed Benjen off. I don't know. I can't remember what to do.
Huge challenge you just did there.
Let's have a little look.
Put to the sword, is it? Yeah. Go for it. Retroactive Tyrion goal.
Definitely some sort of consideration going on here.
And Put to the Sword goes to I Knight Thee.
He looks like he's ready for it. Where's it going? Oh, he's put it on Aemon.
Okay, so I'm
There you
So
go.
the name just goes, cool, I'm going to kneel myself and save myself. Happy days.
Okay, yeah. Aemon save. No, I've still got the deep on Halder, but then that goes. There we are, at last.
Eamon says, good
And
day,
now,
sir. I said good day.
here it is. Boom! Dolores Head, and that is a really good pick for him. There you are. Look how happy he is. Bless him.
I finally die.
Okay, wicked.
Yeah, so that was a very good example of the mountain's shitty fucking variants.
Cool.
In
Like,
fairness, though, mate, you've got pretty much every cost going on the board, so it was going to hit something. But yeah,
yeah,
Dolores Head is not fun.
Now we all
no,
stand.
it's not good, but I get another wall trigger in dominance, and I'm up to 10 power. And at this point, I can close the game because my next plot is Feast of Crows, and as long as I get dominant to my wall trigger, that's it. So we will see what I flip into.
Can't say how much I hate that character.
Let's hope I make the right decision here, because I have been known to make absolutely terrible last last minutes.
Okay, there you
So, yeah,
But
feast, and there's that storm of swords that he's got.
oh, he's going to let me go first.
Awesome.
Very, very kind of him, that.
Sweet. Okay, I'm gonna draw up.
So courteous.
Oh, I see you drawn into a nice cheeky Craven there.
The now.
Oh, please tell me that's going on the mountain.
So the old forest hunter, so Dolores Head now gets a shot because he's dead. Thanks,
Another
Mountain.
1, 2, 3.
So I've got quite a lot of gold here.
Butt ton of money.
I'm probably thinking either just spaff out as many cards as possible just to keep dominance on my side up, or sit on as much gold as possible so it goes in my favour.
Cool. I'm just gonna pay.
So we'll see what happens here. Oh, there he is, Waymar Royce. He's got awesome little card, that dude. Constant one-off till the end of time.
There he is. Oh, Craven on the mountain.
No.
Oh,
You might get stealth if you have a blood.
yeah, maybe I'm thinking second thoughts here. Maybe I'm thinking Craven on Tyrion because he's got stealth, and I can probably handle the contingency challenge. See, this is what I'm talking about. You never know. And now I do put it on Tyrion. There you go.
Alright, so 1d3 and.
I'm thinking I don't want to have to deal Tyrion stealth. I don't have. Oh, I know why. It's because I've only got one intrigue icon on the board at this point,
And he's not a ranger.
and he's not a ranger, so he can be stealth. There's,
Milks your
there's
Benjamin.
yeah, that's
Blow for blow.
yeah. So the problem with Benjen is unless you're going second and you kill him instantly, you generally tend to get milked the turn after. In fact, like almost certainly gets milked the turn after. And I don't run confiscation, so.
So, Josh has just dropped what, a merchant.
And the super handmaiden,
Yes, she
Doria,
is awesome.
is
What
good.
location has he dropped? I don't recognise that one.
That is, you're not going to believe this, is the Street of Silk,
Ah,
the one that finds companions.
oh,
And
very
at the
nice.
time, I was like, that's an interesting card to run. But then obviously
He's
he runs,
building it around Shay, isn't he?
yeah, Shay and Syria, and they're both companions. So I was like, it's quite fair enough, actually. It's quite.
I would love to see a companion deck. Be able to make a companion deck.
Well, is it the Bamford brothers or the Bamfield? Is it Bamfield?
Yeah, I know Ban's been talking about it. I just want to be able to make a deck and called it Blowing Hookers.
Yeah, man. I'd play that deck for sure.
It will
Cool.
happen.
So,
It will happen.
I've definitely sound 6 gold here. To make to just give me that extra bit of oomph and dominance. I think
With Samwise
I
there.
probably do have characters I can play, but I really just want to make sure I can get through this turn and try and win the game at this point. Oh, he hits the watch has need with an intrigue challenge, which I don't think actually. I think that came a bit too late this game. It's great if you get it in counting coppers, because then you just instantly spend it and get loads of awesome cards. Um, but yeah, just gotta survive the harrowing 3 military blow from the Mountain and Friends.
Yeah.
Military stealth. Stealthing the ranging party. Just a military stealthing the ranging party, is it? Okay.
So he
I feel
stealth
like
the
he may be
ranging
on the
party.
I think at that point I pointed out he can't
Don't worry, don't
self-arrange the
worry.
party
It's all
He
good.
because
doesn't
he
have stealth. He
doesn't
doesn't
have.
have any blood riders, does he?
So
He's only got the one blood
to make
rider.
sure that
Yeah,
some silly
I mean I
numbers.
make that mistake all the time. I always forget that the stealth is conditional. But
Okay.
not that time. That time I was like, no.
We got a Tyrion still. Go on, take it. It's alright.
So look at you being a nice chap, letting him have his 2 gold.
Yeah, yeah. That was I try and be sportsmanlike. I mean, it was a little friendly tourney, wasn't it? And I like those guys. I just like to point out for the viewers at home, that had this been, nationals, which Liam was TO with, I would have been going in both
Okay,
blades
he's on 10.
unsheathed,
That's
cutthroat
cool. So
AF.
what I'll do.
Had it been nationals, it'd have been the other way around. You'd have been making those mistakes.
Yeah, just absolutely bottled it. Dropped all my cards to the floor.
Hey, at least you got 7 plots.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, cool. So I blocked that military challenge with Waymer. It stands him back up. There you go. Boom. God, I love Castle Black so much. Such a power card, man. Awesome.
So
He's looking pretty pissed off now.
So if you win that,
as you would, I mean, it's looking pretty
taking you up
Mm.
to
pretty dire here.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for Mr. Targ. He's killed. He won that military challenge. He's killed off an old forest hunter, and now he's swinging in for a second military challenge
14, you say.
for a whopping 14 with the mountain and Jorah there.
So,
And I'm thinking, fuck.
But then at
But
the
at this
same time, at this moment in time, it doesn't really matter, does it?
No, and it almost might have been advisable to, I think maybe in retrospect, to keep the mountain standing, as he might have had enough to beat me on the dominance then.
I'll block with these
But
two.
sadly, his board's all knelt out, and he's only got whatever that gold is, which is 5 strength of characters. So I think at this point, I'm probably just thinking survive the challenge
So I'll block.
But you know what you got to do,
and
just don't
and
ride
win
like
the
a dragon.
game.
Right, so I'm blocking for 9. Action. Kneel the practice blade.
Looks like there's some more Howler bollocks coming on
So
here.
I think there's a lot. Just stopping a put to the sword there.
Win.
Yeah, I think that was my plan.
Yep.
I think I blocked there for 9, and
Does
I've
that have to
yeah
be a
I've just
challenger with a noble or
tilted the
something?
practice blade to make that 10,
No.
so
Okay, cool.
I can't get put to the sword. You're very observational, Liam. I really keep missing these. I'm just desperately trying to recount what's going on. We're never having Dan back to commentate again. He's crap.
And that wonderful triggers off the street of Sil, get Sirio, but for all the good it will do.
Okay, I'll claim this. So he's
Yeah, it's a wee bit late there for Syrio.
Oh,
So I
I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh if he doesn't. You don't get rid of Sirio.
not Tyrio.
I
Hey!
didn't know.
Joe wasn't Tyrio. Great, okay, cool.
Oh, that second Blood Rider I was waiting for all game. No, tragic. I think I was
And
laughed.
pillage. Ooh, nice.
Get off scot-free from Gregor.
You're the only card that makes my
So he
heart
does
stand
finish the
still
game
at the
with
same
some
time.
renown. But
Alright.
at that point,
Remember
I've got my wall, Feast for Crows and Dominance,
Power
all
challenge
triggering,
max.
and I'm pretty sure
Wow.
that that puts the game to
Judge,
bed.
going.
But
Fealty.
we'll see.
Right, 61.
Maybe I give him a.
Three.
Oh no, I'm not done. I'm not
Okay.
done.
So,
There you go.
you done?
Doing a power challenge, sir.
I think so.
No
Uh,
chance from you.
no.
You
Uh,
just about win
Thing.
dominance.
I've got 1, 2, 3,
just
4, 5,
about.
6.
Thanks to that huge heap of
6.
gold.
Yeah.
Dom and you. The same. There you go.
And
What am I talking about? Right,
there it
yeah,
is.
that's
I
a
think
proper
at that
game,
point
mate.
Yeah.
Trigger that.
Oh.
doesn't even bother putting the
Well, that's
last
a real
3
Limbo
power
player
on. What an
experience.
asshole.
Sorry, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
wonderful, wonderful night's watch. When it's one
That
of
was
those, when you sit and watch it, you know, it's wonderfully efficient. When on
it's
the
like
other end and you
clockwork.
get that night's watch deck, when it comes off, it's just horrible to play against.
It's yeah. I remember watching Tamas play what I assume is a very similar version. Well, he was the one that invented who came up with the plot deck for it. As far as I'm aware, he hasn't released it yet, but there's only X amount of awesome cards in Night's Watch. So I assume that he's probably running all of them to some degree or other, the same that me and Joe are. But yeah, watching that deck on the Varberg stream, it was like watching old Victorian clockwork. Do you know what I mean? Just the sort of the reliability at which it did its thing. And yeah, that term where he lost both Syrio and Shea, I think was not Shea, Jamie and Syrio. That was the
Horribly
swing.
brutal.
It's been sort of forgotten about quite largely up until now.
Bring on Valor, am I right, guys?
Cannot wait for that card.
The
But
strength down.
thank you very much for joining me today, mate. And
Great win.
My pleasure. Thank you
it's
so
been
much
good
for
fun.
asking me to come on.
Thank you very much for watching this, guys. If you do enjoy the video, leave a comment, give us a like and subscribe. And until then, thank you very much for watching. Goodbye from me and
And me, yeah, goodbye from me as well. Forgot I was here for a second.
cool. Thanks very much, guys. Take care.